William Hunt Savile Row sponsors the Trilby Tour. The perfect gentleman's playground.
Welcome to the Trilby Tour Championship of Berkshire. Event number 4 at the superb Caversham Heath.
The 2012 Tour heads into another week of winner-takes-all golf action at a new venue, Caversham Heath Golf Club near Reading, for the Trilby Tour Championship of Berkshire. In 2010, Guy Dawson took the title at Bearwood Lakes. In 2011, Nigel Blackford took the title off him at Donington Grove. And in 2012, there'll be a new name on the coveted Berkshire Trophy, as another packed field of Trilby Torians head into battle once again. Coming up on this week's show, there's another 10 tickets up for grabs to the Trilby Tour World Championship final at Stoke Park, and we'll be bringing you up to date with who grabbed them. Perennial Trilby Tour nearly man Barry Lavers is back for another go at qualifying, and with a new master plan.
What I'm trying to do today is I'm going to try and lose by 1, because that's what I do every year. So it's reverse psychology, and I'm hoping, setting out with that target, and we'll flip it over and win.
Tom Williams gives us the lowdown on Caversham.
Slightly nerve-wracking to start with. It was I've seen the Trilby Tour on the television before, and so when the call came through, it was, you know, we were more than excited and more than happy to put the event on for them.
We've got highlights coverage from the winner-takes-all playoff for the right to be that new name on this year's trophy, and Rogues Gallery displays some real masterpieces in this week's exhibition. There'll be plenty more where that came from at the end of the show. And away we go with another 18 holes of Trilby Tour regulation golf on what should be a very stiff test indeed today. And alongside me in the commentary booth, as always, Matt Woods, as we see Simon Every get his tee shot away. In the end, Simon finished on 35 points and was clubhouse leader, but Matt, surely that's not going to be enough.
Yeah, it's a good target to set. Probably going to need to be 1 or 2 better today to make the playoff, but I would imagine 35 will comfortably make it through to the World Final at Stoke Park. Great challenge today for the guys at Caversham Heath. Very undulating greens. One of the longer courses we're going to see this year.
And a lovely swing there from Andrew Parker. Another man finishing with a decent score. Now Bruce Palmer. Just a little flick into the green. Quite generous fairways here at Caversham Heath, but the greens will be the real test today. It's going to be about the short game, about the putting.
Mark Budd plays off a handicap of 3, would go on to score 34 points. Currently in tied second position. And Caversham Heath really is going to be a drive for show, putt for dough today. Great undulating greens, going to test the players' ability with their short game.
And Bruce Palmer looking to keep that solid start going with some good work on the greens. Now then, let's get back to the first, where something tells me that Williams got his hands full with this week's qualifiers.
Delroy, how'd you get here today?
I qualified on the 7th of May with 42 points.
42 points?
Yeah.
And how much of the handicap did we lose for that one?
Oh, I lost 3 shots in 1 month. from that one card.
Hollis, what you got to say about that?
Bandit. No, he's been practicing.
Does he fancy himself?
He plays well. He plays well. He comes out, he does the work, and you can see he's reaping the benefit of it today.
But I've heard you're a bit of a player.
I'm really good. Quite good. I practice as much as they do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Very hard work.
Paul, come on, tell us that. What's your story?
It's
Paul?
the other end of the score. Actually, I've come here. It's my local course. Just shot 32 points. Blown a bit windy, but I give the card to Tom, the manager, and said thanks for turning up. And he said, "Hang on a minute, you've won." So I was more surprised than anybody else.
So just you in that game then?
Yeah, just me and my mum.
So your mum wasn't playing so well that day?
She got 31 points. Yeah,
Yeah, that's because you kicked a ball off when she wasn't looking. Yeah. Hollis, what about you? How many points did you get?
I got 37.
Show offs here, Paul. We've got to cut the show offs. So who's going to finish top tonight between you three?
I am.
No,
There's no doubt
I am.
about it.
Definitely me.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Come on, boys. Let's have a bit of a group hug and a little wager. Come on.
Good luck. Come on, the Heath.
The Caversham Heath boys.
Oh, Matt, you can't beat a good cuddle before your first tee shot.
Let's hope the golf's as enthusiastic as that is.
Palmer tucks it away. And 36 points, clubhouse leader for our 6 handicapper. And things are starting to heat up quite nicely here at Caversham. Now then, Paul Hardley will need to improve on his pre-qualification score if he's going to make top 10 or even top 4. Doesn't have to worry about his mum today, but he does have 119 other players to beat, one of whom can most definitely be called Trilby Tour aristocracy. Barry Lavers has come to Caversham Heath with a brand new master plan for Trilby Tour domination, or even a place in the top 10. He's not fussy.
Barry Lavers, champion of Buckinghamshire Golf Club.
Yeah, here we go again. The ritual abuse every year.
But Barry, you're fresh off a win at Buckinghamshire, the club champion
Match
again.
play champion.
Match play champion. And you keep winning, and you keep winning, and you come to the Trilby Tour and it just goes horribly wrong. What is it? Come on.
I remember emailing your office asking for a 7:30 tea time. And here I am at 1:30 in the afternoon, so that's the first excuse.
Barry, why don't you ask me to pick you? I could have come and collected you as well if you wish, if you put that request
future,
in.
if you could do that, that'd be very nice.
But seriously, Barry, what's your plan today? What are you going to do?
My plan today is to miss out by 1, because that's what I do every year. So it's reverse psychology, and I'm hoping, setting out with that target, and we'll flip it over and win.
Barry Lavers, serial club champion, just cannot do it in the Trilby Tour.
Can't get away from William quick enough. He's off to a flyer, 4 points through 2 holes, out with a claw putting grip this year. This for a par, this to go to 6 points through 3. Oh, is it starting to come unravelled early? Now, honestly, Barry is a very good golfer, but he just never brings that to the Trilby Tour. And I honestly don't feel more nervous watching any golfer than Barry.
And we'll find out how many points Barry misses by this year later in the show. Or does he make it? Right then, it's time for the Caversham Heath guided tour now with head pro Matt Collis and first of all clubhouse manager Tom Williams.
Caversham Heath Golf Club is set in the heart of the 2,500 acre estate. It's been in the Eastern family for over 500 years. It's a fantastic piece of countryside. You wouldn't believe we're only 5 minutes drive from Reading town centre, and it's just a fabulous place to be and play golf and work. It was slightly nerve-wracking to start with. It was I've seen the Trilby Tour on the television before, and it was one of these things that just looks like a huge tournament that a little golf club like ourselves basically wouldn't have any chance of hosting. It's been a really good day. I think the course looks in fabulous condition just from being out on the golf course and talking to some of the golfers as they've been playing. They've been very complimentary about the course, about how it's laid out, how it's been playing.
Everyone that's come to the course so far for practice rounds and for the day today have actually been really complimentary about the golf course. They're really surprised because it's not something perhaps they've heard of. It hasn't got a big reputation as it's only 12 years old. The course is the 17th longest course in the country, 7,200 yards from the back tees. The players today are playing from the white tees, so slightly forward. It's a challenging golf course. It's quite a long track, obviously. The greens are probably going to be the biggest challenge for the players today. Quite undulating, they've got them quite quick as well at about 10 on the stimp meter this morning, so they should find it quite interesting out there. A good score today would probably be around 36 points. I mean, the way the wind is, the way the course has been set up by the greenkeepers today, I think 36 would be a great target for anyone.
The members have been really positive. We've got a lot of members out today helping with the scoring, with ball spotting, helping out on the scoreboard and just getting involved with it. I think, you know, they're very excited at the Trilby Tour and what Sky Sports have brought to us, and basically just get the name of Caversham Heath out there in the golfing world, which is what we're looking for.
When I heard the Trilby Tour was coming here, I was really excited, purely because you know, the prestige it will bring to the place. The last few weeks, the members and everyone here who connected with the clubs have been buzzing about it.
Trilby Tour is a fantastic concept. I think it's great that, you know, there's something out there for the amateur golfer who can actually get out there, show off their skills, put themselves on the television. Just gives you that extra special touch, and I think it's just a great day and a great format.
Steve Bendel, another very good golfer, and like many people, drove the ball really well today, but just couldn't get the short game going enough to bump him up from those mid-30s, and it is getting very congested on the leaderboard at the moment, Matt.
35 points, he's going to be there or thereabouts for a top 10, but I don't think it's good enough for that top 4. Now tinkling for par, and drains it beautifully.
It's all about Trilby Tour top 10 and top 4 after the break. Stay with us here on Sky Sports.
The perfect gentleman's playground. William Hunt Savile Row sponsors the Trilby Tour.
Welcome back to Caversham Heath Golf Club for more action from the Trilby Tour Championship of Berkshire. Still plenty to be decided in regulation as the leaderboard gets more and more congested. Now John Golder at the back of 15. Weather is deteriorating a bit. We've got a weather front coming through. And this is a bit of short game brilliance. Oh, unlucky. What a shot from John Golder.
Yeah, fantastic work there. 30 points already. It's going to swiftly move him on to 33.
Yeah, he should be threatening top 4, let alone top 10. Now, Rory Easthope, the carpenter from Bargoed Golf Club in Wales. They're peppering the flag.
Yeah, chiselling away a good score.
Peppering each other as well. Martin O'Connor-Cooper. Par 3s have been brutal today, Matt.
Yeah, real test for the players. Only 3 out here at Caversham Heath. But a real important part of the score. If you can get through these 3 holes in 6 or 7 points, you're really going to be picking up on the rest of the field. Now after that great tee shot on 8, birdie putt.
Go on.
Looking good.
Go on. Oh, wonderful stuff. And a big smile from Martin O'Connor-Cooper, and why not? The 11 handicapper managing 34 points, tying in 3rd place, but as we've said before and we'll say again, a lot of traffic around the mid-30s. Now Rory Easthope with a chance to get himself above the melee, as it were. We saw him a lot earlier in the day at 4, and that's a super chip at 18.
Yeah, fantastic work there. Almost impossible to get it inside 6 feet. Just used the bank to kill it. Saunders taking a putter. Try and copy his playing partner.
In you go. Oh yes. Well, he won't be going to the World Final. He looks completely shell-shocked there. The Trilby Tour can do that to you, you know, but what a finish. Now Golder could break a few hearts today if he keeps this going. Tricky putt at 17 though.
Yeah, hole we're going to see a lot later on, playing very difficult, so great 3 there.
Yeah, one of our playoff holes, the 17th, the second of our 3 for the 4-man 3-hole winner-takes-all shootout at the end of the day, and a big smile from John, and why not? He's on his way.
Now, after that great 3rd shot here on 18, this for par.
This would be the clubhouse lead for Rory Easthope. In it goes. Very well done by the Welshman. It's been an emotional day so far for Rory, and it looks like it's going to continue. 36 points good enough for the lead. How are you feeling, Matt?
Yeah, I'm a bit emotional. I always get a bit emotional on the Trilby Tour.
Well, anything can happen, and it usually does on the tour. Now, James Hampson proving that short game was critical today. and came up with some fantastic shots, including this one to set him up for potentially the clubhouse lead as a finish. Beautiful stuff.
And he made that look ridiculously easy. That's a tough shot. We've seen a few guys over there today. Now this for 37 points. Oh dear, just burns the left edge. Now how important is that going to be at the end of the day? Scoring been particularly good this week.
And unfortunately for James, not making everything look easy in the end at 18. Has to settle for 36 points and joint lead in the clubhouse with Rory Easthope. Getting very tasty indeed.
Bit early to start talking about shootouts maybe?
Yeah, I think a shootout of some description is virtually guaranteed. Now Mark Kitching, another very good player, putting at 18 for a place in the top 4, not to be. So he joins the leaders on 36 in the clubhouse, while another Mark Pullen, joins William following a decent effort today at Caversham.
Mark, how was it out there today?
Great. We had the best of the weather, I think, this morning. We were off second tee times at 7:10. Bit of sun came out, a lot less wind than there has been all day.
Yeah.
Bit nervy on the first tee, but other than that, yeah, really good. 3 of us, I think, at the minute are on 34. So we'll have to see what else comes in and see if we have a shot.
Yeah. So
as you said, but if we don't, we're losers. I've taken about 3 weeks not working to get ready and practice and sort out my putting for this course here. It's all about the putting, so I've been practicing so make it worthwhile.
So Mark Pullen took 3 weeks off work. Sam Oakley looks like he's taken a day off school. Our baby-faced assassin here on the first. And with this silky action, we'll go on to score 34 points and join an ever-increasing list of nervous people waiting to see if they've done enough to make it to the world final. Now John Cogan, after some great chipping and putting throughout his round, will also go on to score 34 points. And another nervous wait.
But would Cogan's run be good enough? That was the question. And I always feel, Matt, when you've got a lot of players on a similar score at the bottom of the leaderboard, you're heading for, well, a little bit of disappointment despite the celebrations there. Now Paul Hardley, one of the men we saw earlier as a pre-qualifier for this tournament at Caversham Heath, and didn't hit it hardly enough.
Oh no, you don't get any better, do you?
I try, Matt, I try. Well, Paul kept trying as well and made his way to 2 better than his score in that pre-qualifier, so 34 points for Paul, but that group of 34 pointers getting bigger and bigger. Richard Tinkling, another man with a chance to jump above that and straight into the playoff final, but he's got to negotiate this treacherous tee shot at 17.
Yeah, great par 3 this, wind whipping off the left-hand side, not a shot the right-handed golfer enjoys, but successfully finds a putting surface and successfully keeps this great score going.
Well, considering that is a playoff hole later today, that will certainly give Tinkling some confidence if he makes it. Jay Gates, another man that was heading towards top 10 if not better.
Yeah, another man with a great score going, and an opportunity here to add 3 valuable points to that, and great work. And that traditional Trilby Tour knee bend seems to have a great effect on making the ball go closer.
It's the key to the short game, Matt. When are you coaches going to learn?
It's just that simple.
Hollis Boisseau, interesting character, this young man. Former Trinidad and Tobago under-16 goalkeeper, but now works as a part-time goalkeeping coach with Reading. I tell you what, you might fancy taking up another sport at this rate.
Now Tinkling, after that great tee shot on 17, he's got some 45-50 feet to negotiate. And it's a pretty treacherous putt down the hill. Oh, what a great attempt that is. Now Gates to tidy up for his birdie back on 15. And no more than he deserved after that great third shot. And looks to be enjoying his day, as do his playing partners.
Yeah, why not? Taking over as the new clubhouse leader at the end of 18. So Jay Gates leads on 37, and finally that 36 has been broken. And for Hollis Boisseau, another one of the pre-qualifiers here at Caversham Heath. Has he given it enough? Go on, in you go. In you go. Brilliant finish from Hollis. Plenty of home support here at Caversham Heath Golf Club. And they've seen one of the local heroes into what should be a playoff place.
Yeah, I think 37's a lock-in. This man might have something to say about that, though. After 2 great shots here on 17, deserves a 3. Julie goes ahead and taps it in. The smile from earlier has gone, though. Everything's become a little bit more serious.
It's very hard work out there. There we go, finally. Was that a smile or a grimace? So 38 points for Tinklin. He leads now. What of Barry Lavers? Well, shot from earlier in the day, not that encouraging. And I'm afraid overall, it was not a great day for Barry.
Barry tried the reverse psychology tactic today. I'm going to try and miss by 1, and has succeeded. He's comfortably missed by 10.
Don't worry, Barry. It's going to happen one day. Now, John Golder with a chance to, I was just going to say, with a chance to make top 4. He's certainly going to destroy the hopes and dreams of everybody on 34. I just wonder if he knew how important that putt was.
Or this one.
Oh
no.
Goodness me, you are kidding me. And John Golder has just dropped from a shot at the playoff to a shootout to make top 10. And like you said, Matt, shootout time. Here we go again. And it's a bumper shootout for that matter. 36 is hit for a place in the playoff. First up though, it's nearest the pin for the 35s and a place in the top 10. 4 players for 3 places. Messrs Parker, Bendel, Golder and Every. And it's Andrew Parker that bites the dust. No ticket to Stoke Park for him. So one outstanding issue sorted by William. Now on to the next as the shootout pressure goes up a notch. Easthope, Hampson, Palmer, Kitching. 4 men, 1 place in the playoff left. Hampson on a good line. Oh, he's been desperately unlucky. He should have fed in a bit more off that slope. Well, it's a great nearest the pin marker. Can Palmer get inside it? That looks left. And left it is, and that's going to miss the slope. So that's goodbye. Well, we'll see Bruce at Stoke Park in the World Final. Mark Kitching next. And he said he was nervous at the start. This looks on a good line also. Can it just feed forwards? Oh, just too much check. At the moment then, it's James Hampson's place in the top 4 playoff. Only Rory Easthope can take it away from him. Looks to giving this a bit more beans. Will it feed back off that slope as it looks like it is? Go on, go on. Oh, and I think that's good enough. He's there, the Welshman has done it. Easthope is through. So shootout 1 winners, Golder, Bendel and Every join shootout 2 losers. Kitching, Hampson and Palmer at the World Championship final at Stoke Park. But Rory Easthope, Hollis Boisson, Jay Gates and top scorer Richard Tinklin suit up for the big showdown. It's winner-takes-all playoff action after the break.
The perfect gentleman's playground. William Hunt Savile Row sponsors the Trilby Tour.
Welcome back to Caversham Heath Golf Club. It's time to head into the business end of the Trilby Tour Championship of Berkshire. You know the drill, 4 men, Easthope, Gates, Boisson and Tinklin, but only ever 1 winner. It's playoff time.
Richard Tinklin.
He top scored in regulation. Can the man of Kent apply the hammer in the playoff when it really matters? It's a straight up fight this week. No shots for any player on any hole.
Richard Tinklin, 41, Sittingbourne Golf Club. I work with my family. We've got a family business that sells plumbing and heating, and we've got a good bunch of guys there. Enables me to take the odd day off to play some golf, and I've got my lovely girlfriend Sophie here today as well, supporting, which is nice.
And if you win today, will there be tears?
I don't know. Not from me, hopefully not. I can hold it together, but Sophie might. She gets a bit emotional now and then.
And what will be the plan or the strategy for the playoff?
Just trying to attack the pins that are available, but there's not many out there in easy positions. There's some very tough pin positions out there, so hopefully we'll see what happens.
Tinkling away and away well. He's driven superbly all day, and so far it's so good. Massive support for the local hero, Hollis Boisson. Came through pre-qualifying and now he's here in the playoff.
Hollis Boisson, 46, Caversham Heath. I work for Network Rail. I also work for Reading as a goalkeeper coach. I'm engaged, but I'm very active. I like working out. I spend more of my time practicing to become a pro one day at this game, so keep going, see how it goes.
And what would be your plan for the 3-hole playoff?
Oh, to win it. I ain't come this far to lose, so I'm going to go out and get in my best. And my course, I should have home advantage, so I'm going to go out and really try to play my best this afternoon. I'm looking forward to Stoke Park now. Hopefully I go there as a champion.
We're watching you from now on, Hollis.
No, that's good, keep looking.
Only thing we'll be looking for after that tee shot is the ball, Hollis. Jay Gates next up, second season on the Trilby Tour, first playoff and trying to stay in his zen-like golf trance.
It's Jay Gates, age 32, from Boys Hill Golf Club in Essex.
Second time on the Trilby Tour, what was your game plan today?
Today was just go out and shoot as low as possible, but it was the weather conditions were very hard, so I think 34 was my aim, and obviously I've topped that, which I thoroughly enjoyed it. But again, thanks very much, what a great tour as well, it's been brilliant, excellent.
What would be your game plan then?
Again, really, if I can just make a couple of pars and maybe a couple of or bogey and two pars, then I think you've got a good chance of winning. I think that's the safe plan, but 17's playing very hard with a crosswind at the moment, so anything near the green on that would be very good. But 1 and 18, I think a drive and a good iron, you should be on both greens for 2.
Jay, good luck in the playoff.
Thank you very much, cheers.
Rory Easthope.
Last up, it's Rory Easthope flying the flag for Wales, but will the Dragon be breathing fire this evening?
Rory Easthope, 36, Bargoed Golf Club. Not too confident, but happy that I'm here, obviously. So whatever happens, happens. I don't, no high expectations. I'm carpenter. I got 6 children, and Naomi, Joshua, Kirsty, Ellie, Kian, and Taryn. So they'll all be sat at home watching this with me tonight now. So at least I get to see Dad on telly.
Well, Naomi, Joshua, Kirsty, Ellie, Kian and Taryn. I'm afraid Daddy topped it. Away we go, Matt. 2 in play, 2 in trouble.
Yeah, great opening hole this. Dogleg slightly from right to left. Difficult to get it far enough right with your tee shot, which is what our players have struggled with.
Good shot. Great shot.
Caddy loves it. He's lacking in a bit of pace though. Is it going to get up? Oh, and that was unlucky. Another couple of yards and that would have shot forwards.
Still in pretty good shape though, Rory Easthope. And then from Bargoed Golf Club. Now then, somebody has found Hollis Boisson's ball, but I'm not sure how happy he'll be about it.
Marshall thought he'd make it a bit more of a challenge and put his hat on top of it. Now tinkling from the left-hand semi. Great view of his shot here.
Well, he was the man in pole position off the tee. Not too happy, just pushed it a little.
Still in pole position after his second shot.
Yeah, in comparison to Boisson and Gates, certainly a lot better shape, and this is horrible for Hollis Boisson.
Yeah, he's going to do well just to get this back on the fairway. And what he doesn't want to do is compound an error with another error. Best he possibly could. He did try and chop it back on the fairway, but the grass just so lush this time of year. Now Gates finds himself in exactly the same position. The grass has wrapped round the hosel and turned that left. Although he's closer, the situation hasn't improved.
Those strong goalkeeping wrists of Hollis Boisson managing to get it out of that clingy rough. Oh dear me, and that's when he needed it to be brilliant, and it's gone off in his hands.
Now Gates needs to find a bit of magic here. And he is getting closer, but only just. Now this is just going from bad to worse. And he's finally found the putting surface in 4. The man who was supremely confident stood on the first tee. He's now in a spot of bother.
2 men feeling the pressure. of a Trilby Tour playoff. Easthope. Solid enough from the Welshman, this will feed down. But still a lot of work to be done for all four men.
Yeah, more evidence of these greens at Caversham Heath. See the ball feeding away from the flag there. Gates has got a fairly similar shot, so he should have learnt something. Yeah, he looks to have played that beautifully. Maybe that will just settle the nerves down.
Well done, Jay Gates. Had a horrific first hole, but he's back in contention now. Tinkling can put himself out of sight if he putts well from here.
Yeah, he's had quite a long wait. Been a lot going on this hole, and maybe just that's had an effect.
Yeah, I think you're right, Matt. It's not easy for the guys that are in play, waiting for those that are in the rough stuff to hit. Now, Bostock has had a bit of a read on this putt from everybody else, and being a club member as well here at Caversham Heath, he pretty much knew what that was going to do. Lovely little confident nod to the crowd.
Now Easthope's going to feed just off the right hand side. Difficult to hit it hard enough back into that slope. Disappointed with that.
Very messy first playoff hole, gets messier for Jay Gates. Well, he'll be kicking himself because he's put himself under real pressure now for the remaining two holes. He goes 2 over.
Now Tinkling with an opportunity for a tidy little 4, stamp his authority all over this playoff.
No. Well, that was massive. If that had gone in, Matt, he was in total control.
It's gone as far past as he had before. Now take your time. We've seen these missed all day long.
And he goes though. Richard Tinkling just about holds his nerve, but he should have been a lot better off than that. +1 then heading to the second playoff tee.
Yeah, and the 17th hole he played well in regulation, so he can go there with some confidence. Now surely this is just a formality. As it is, but unfortunately that's a double bogey 6 and not the ideal start.
Yeah, no shots for anybody to rely on in this playoff. This is just a straight race for the title, and Easthope holds out to share the lead, rather fortuitously you'd have to say, with Richard Tinkling, but he's in the game, and the game continues after the break.
The perfect gentleman's playground. William Hunt Savile Row sponsors the Trilby Tour.
Welcome back to the Trilby Tour Championship of Berkshire, playoff hole number 2 for our 4 men, and they don't get tougher than this, Matt Woods.
No, and after that start nobody will feel settled in here. Got a brutal par 3, couple of bunkers on the left hand side, water hazard short and right, hole measuring 188 yards, wind howling off the left hand side. Now this man played the hole beautifully in regulation, found the left third of the green, made a beautiful 2-putt. That one hasn't come out the middle, but it's on the same line, needs to get up. Oh, and he's been fortunate there. That might even feed down a little bit.
It's okay for our joint leader, Richard Tinkling, on 1 over. Trying to recover from some disappointment at the first playoff hole, but still very much in contention alongside this man, Rory Easthope, also on 1 over.
It's a great challenge, this hole, mentally. You've really got to think about what you want to do rather than what you don't want to do, and that's guarding against the water, left going left.
Oh, where's that gone? That does not look good for the Welshman, and he knows it.
Wasso, the Caversham Heath member, loads of local knowledge. Expect to see him take the flag on here. He's almost at a position where he's got nothing to lose. Great looking swing, this one. Just drifting on the wind, but it was all over the flag. Oh, catches the back right edge, and that's in great position.
The first man to really take it on, rather than run for the hills and go left. What will Jay Gates do? Well, looks bold.
I think he may have just too much club here. Ball's travelling. Oh, and that's unfortunate. That's towards the 8th green. And And that's going to leave him a challenging pitch back towards the lake.
Well, it's been a very tough playoff for the boys so far. Not getting any easier for Rory Easthope. Did eventually find his ball, but let's be honest, no way back from there. He did recover in part, and then he came up with this beautiful chip, but it wasn't good enough to save the day.
And let's hope Wasso was watching that, because that's on exactly the line. He's going to be for his second shot and goes to +3, does Easthope?
Yeah, not a great second playoff hole. Jay Gates, very bold, but a clear sight of the flag, and fashioned an absolute cracker of a pitch.
Yeah, judged that to perfection, just pitched it in the longer grass, killed it and let it release down the slope. But unfortunately another player that goes to +3.
Yeah, so Gates drops another shot, something that this man, Hollis Boisseau, cannot afford to do.
Just a little 7 or 8 iron, just feed it onto the green and let it amble down to the hole. And he'll be a little disappointed with that, but would tap it in and make his 3. And moves or stays at 2 over.
Richard Tinklin, once again with an outside chance.
But a putty nose from regulation play, and this looks to be tracking.
Go on, go on.
Oh, how's that stayed out? It's defied gravity. And stays at 1 over and maintains a 1-shot lead in this playoff. Really looks to be settling into it now.
Off to playoff hole 3 then, the 18th, Matt.
Yeah, great par 4 this. Measures 427 yards off a championship tee. Again, another one of these generous driving holes. And he looks to have lost that off to the right. 4 right, he shouts. Oh, and he's nearly taken out the cameraman.
And Tinklin, who's driven brilliantly all day, lets the tension get to him on the 18th tee. Now, does that mean that there is a little bit of light for this man? Hollis Boisseau has played brilliantly all day.
Yeah, sticking to his tactic of using that 3-wood.
Yes.
And this should just feed in, as it does. Yeah, and that's a great tee shot. All of a sudden, things becoming interesting.
Now, Gates and Easthope both on 3 over, so they need something miraculous here. A booming drive. And then they probably need to hole out after that.
A little unlucky for that not to make it back on the fairway. But another example of how good a tee shot Boisseau's hit there. That was only with his 3-wood. He's come through some 25 yards further down the fairway.
And Rory Easthope, the man that was joint leader, stood on the 2nd tee, but it all went wrong. That's pretty good though from the Welshman.
Yeah, no holding back there. Again, just in that left-hand rough, but with a flag on the front right corner, that's not a bad angle in. But these guys need to make something happen. No worse than a 3 now. I think that's just down the left-hand side and travelling.
Oh dear.
Oh my word.
Well, he's bowled again. And for Jay Gates, I'm afraid that's curtains.
Now Easthope, having seen that, expect him to guard against it. Fearing this is right. Oh, and that's got an unfortunate bounce under the buggy. Gives him the option for an early bath, or he can take a free drop.
Well, it's not over for Easthope, but let's face it, it is over. Boisseau, that doesn't look good.
This is left as well, heading towards the bunker, and oh, just going to feed in there, but he's got a good lie. It will feed into the flag from that part of the green. Now, this is the man with destiny in his hands.
Tinklin, ridden his luck already on this final playoff hole.
Trying to get the cameraman with his tee shot, and he's tried to get him again with a second.
Oh, he's ridden his luck again. I don't believe it.
Definitely got him this time.
He's hit Keith the camera. Now, here's Easthope the golf, as they say up in Wales, and that definitely is it for Rory. Good day, but not a great finish.
Good day and good night.
It's all or nothing for Hollis Boisseau.
Yeah, the green will feed it in closer to the flag, but needs to catch that slope. And his reaction tells a story. He will be kicking himself. Now, Richard Tinkling's request for the cameraman to go and stand by the flag has been denied. But he's Left himself a little tester here, and he may have just got away with this. Oh, look at this. I'm sure that was planned, but that is fantastic.
Some shots just deserve to win a Trilby Tour title, and that was very well done from Tinklin under severe pressure. And all the rest can do a watch on as Tinklin putts for the title.
Oh no, and that old saying is if you've got 2 for it, don't take 3. And everybody feeling the pressure here.
Don't rush, Richard. But in it goes. Well, he made us wait, but finally Tinklin tucks it away to become the Trilby Tour champion of Berkshire for 2012.
And that was a real hard-fought battle, but a great victory. What doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, so expect to see these 4 figure at our world final.
Funny you should mention that, Matt, because on we roll. 4 regional finals down and 6 to go as the Tour heads towards its spectacular conclusion and the World Championship final at Stoke Park. And remember, 7 PM Monday nights on Sky Sports, it's Trilby time. But tonight it's all about the new Trilby Tour champion of Berkshire.
Just a case of trying to keep it all together because it is really, really nerve-wracking. And I didn't play a good shot on 17, but I managed to make the most of it. So yeah, I'm thankful that it all held up under pressure just about. There's not an easy putt out there. There really isn't. They set them up, you know, quite hard, which makes up for the generous fairway. So yeah, it's the short stick had to be on form today. So which I did. I putted well all day. So yeah, I'm really, really happy. I can't. It'll sink in a few days, I think.
Yeah, well, you'll be heading to Stoke Park as a regional champion.
Yeah, well, that sounds very nice, doesn't it? Not a qualifier, a regional champion. So, yeah, that'll be a good day. Hopefully I'll play just as well there as I have here. So.
Congratulations to Richard and well done to Rory Easthope, who let necessity be the mother of invention with this pressure chip in the playoff. Now there's Tidy. Great shot, Rory. And that exquisitely crafted shot leads us neatly to this week's selection of golfing howlers in Rogues Gallery, the part of the programme designed to make you feel better about your own game. 1. Here's William.
It's a good day today. Caversham Heath have been fantastic. Our champion, he worked hard today. He was a good player. The nerves got to the fore. Definitely the nerves. I mean, it tore the heart out of Rory. He was in bits all day, and it just shows it's hard to keep it together in that playoff. But cometh the hour, cometh the man. Richard Tinklin, he's done it. He's won. He's the champion of Berkshire, and that's what counts.
Next week we head north and return to the majestic Rockcliffe Hall for the Trilby Tour Championship of Durham. We'll see you then. As always, for more information, go to www.williamhunttrilbytour.com.
The best finish so far has been?
It's been 15th at the Buckinghamshire.
15th? That's the best finish?
I'd like to see you give it a try, to be honest with you.
I bet you would. But I think I'd be better than you.
I don't think you would, mate. I really don't.
William Hunt Savile sponsors of the Trilby Tour. The perfect gentleman's playground.